Yoga 2 with me, Nina. About 4 minutes before we start. Welcome to Yoga 2. We'll get started in a few minutes when it's 9:30. Hello. Welcome, Yoga 2. If any of you out there have any requests for today's class, just let me know by commenting below. And also comment so I know who you are, because I can't tell. Hi, Sheila. Do you have any requests, Sheila? Good morning, Sheila. Are you ready to get moving and grooving on this Tuesday morning? 1 minute before we start. Yoga 2. Aww, that's sweet. Hi, Sheila's mom. Does anybody else, if anybody has any requests, any body parts you want to make sure we get to, any poses you want to make sure we get to, let me know. All right, let's go. Yoga 2. Let's get started standing. Stand at the top of your mat. Inhale, bring up your arms out to the sides. Exhale, prayer down the front of your body to your heart. One Om to start. Join in if you'd like. Cool. Sun salutations, devotional style. Go at your own pace or follow me. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, back to cat stretch. Inhale, pull forward into your cobra or up dog. And then exhale, back to down dog. Empty place, step forward, right leg. Inhale in your lunge. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Inhale to rise. Exhale to your heart. Other side, inhale up. Exhale down. Left leg back. Inhale. Right leg back. Exhale, press back. Inhale, pull forward. Cobra or up dog, elbows in close. Exhale, down dog. Left. Right. Up. Down. Keep going. Go at your own pace or just watch me. And if you pick something up, as long as you're moving with your breath. Do one more each side. And when you are next in down dog, stay there and we'll meet. Take a few breaths in your down dog. Let's take a twist. Plant your left hand down. Take your right hand and reach for the outside of your left leg. And change. Right hand down, left hand reaches for the outside of your right leg. Good, change. Back to center, come to plank. Take a few moments in plank, breathe, move forward and back. And then exhale back to down dog. Let's do jumping style sun salutations. Exhale to empty. On the empty breath, spring forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Sweep your arms out. Exhale, fold. Sweep your arms back down. Inhale, halfway lift. To prepare, hop or step back, transition. Halfway push-up, up dog, down dog. And take 2 more at your own pace. And take about 3 breaths in down dog. When you're ready, spring forward, hips over hands. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. One more when you're ready. In your empty place, spring forward. Inhale, exhale. Bend your knees to rise. Bend your knees to fold. And we'll meet in down dog. Once you're there, lift your right leg. Square your hips. And then curl your knee into your chest. Inhale back up. Bring your right knee to your right tricep. Inhale back up. Left knee to left tricep twist. And then straighten your right leg for fallen angel. Your right foot can be on the floor. Lift your hips. And change back to center. Back to plank, transition. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, curl knee to chest. Inhale up. Left tricep. Inhale up. Right tricep twist. And then straighten your leg. Put your foot on the ground and lift your hips. Reach for the ceiling. And change back to center. Plank. Transition. Good. And then lift your hands, hop, step, or walk. All the way to the front. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly rise. Roll your shoulders back. Crescent moon series. Side bending to the right. Hands above your head. And bend over to your right. Imagine your body between 2 panes of glass. So take care not to let one hip come up in front or your shoulders to come forward. Take one more deep breath. And change back up to center. Take it to the other side. Still between 2 panes of glass. Keep breathing. And change back to center. Back bending. You can flip your palms up to the ceiling or place your hands on your low back. Take your feet about hip width apart. Feel your legs energized towards each other as you shine your sternum towards the ceiling. One more breath. Then inhale back up. Exhale, forward fold. Soft bend in your knees. You can grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. And take one more breath. And then sit down in chair. Find your feet hip width apart. Sit down. Tailbone tucks towards the ground. Hands up by your ears. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All the way up. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Then hands out in front of you. Lift your heels as high as you can. That's the pose. If you feel really steady, you can bend your knees and slide your back straight down an imaginary wall. Only objective to focus on is lifting your heels. Finding a balance point to stare at, a focus point. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All the way up. And release your heels. Rotated chair to your left. Sit down. And then take your twist. Either forearm on both, across both thighs, or take prayer hands. Maybe you can open your arms. Maybe you reach the top arm around, try to look for your other thigh. One more breath out. Change back to center. Other side. Maybe open. Maybe reach. One more breath out. Change, release, forward fold. Shake your head. Nod your head. And step on your hands or hold on the backs of your legs wherever you can reach. Wherever you are, as you exhale, pull yourself towards your legs. Inhale, back off a little bit. Exhale, pull. Inhale, back off. Last one. Good, and then release. Inhale, halfway lift. Prepare to hop or step back. Transition. Back to down dog. Good, and then hop or step forward again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Slowly rise. Roll up to the top. And then step your feet about mat width apart for shoulder binding. Stick your right arm through your legs. Left arm comes up above. See if you can meet your fingers or your hands or your wrists. This right hand is, the palm is facing out away from my body. Whatever you can reach. If you can't reach, just keep your hands there. And breathe into the sensation you're feeling wherever it might be. Your shoulder, your hip, hamstring, your neck. Gently bend and release your legs. Bend and straighten with your breath. Say hello, shoulders. You ready to wake up too? And if you're gonna try Bird of Paradise, if you're not, you just stay here, keep working. For Bird of Paradise, scoot your left foot underneath you and slowly stand up. Maybe straighten your other foot, your leg. Oops. Take your time. And then release that back down slowly. And shift your hips side to side. Stick your left arm through your legs. Right arm reaches over. Left palm faces out. So away from my hip. And then I touch whatever I can. Bend and straighten. And then take your time. If you did on the other side, check out Bird of Paradise. Right foot underneath you. Slowly stand up. You don't have to straighten your leg, but if you can feel the space, stand tall and straighten. Keep breathing. And slowly release. Let go, hips side to side. Stick both arms through. Either start with your hands behind your heels and just work here. Not maybe yes. It's different every day. And just by practicing this pose, you're teaching your body something new. And so the progress is very small, but it's there. And then let's try fly or fly. You'll plant your hands down on the ground, bend your elbows. You're sitting on your triceps. And you're gonna squeeze your legs into your arms and find your balance on your hands. Maybe you'll lift one foot, maybe you'll lift other, maybe both. Maybe feet come together, maybe cross your ankles. See what you can do today. Maybe you're just here. Maybe you're here. Just breathe. Good, and then come back out. Whatever way you can. Make your way to plank. Transition. Back to down dog. Take a few breaths here. Shake your head. And then when you're ready, lift your right leg for warrior one. Hips square to the front of your mat. You can interlace hands behind. Broaden across your collarbones. Shine your sternum up again. And then exhale, fold. Keep the bind or not. Humble warrior. And then release your hands to either side of your front foot. Readjust your stance so you're in pyramid. So you'll straighten your front leg. Slight micro bend still. Stretch. And your front hamstring. Bring your right hip back. And plant your left hand, take a rotated triangle to the right. Let's take rotated half moon. Left hand comes forward, lift your back foot. Stamp on the back of the room with your strong left foot. Oops. Maybe you bend your back knee and try to look for your foot with your right hand. If you can connect, press your foot into your hand. And that will help you keep your balance. And then release, standing splits. Keep your hips square. You might be able to open up and bring it up higher, but I want you to keep your hips square so you feel it even more in your hamstrings. And then option here, either do Shiva squats, bring your left knee to the outside of your right, inhale back up and down, or handstand hops off your right leg. You can go to a wall, absolutely, if you need. Take your time. Feel your hands on the ground. Think about lifting your hips, not your legs. Hips over shoulders. Up. Couple more. Good. And then make your way back to plank. Transition. All right, left leg, warrior one. Right hip comes forward to square. Lean your torso forward, engage in your core. And then open your chest, interlace hands behind your back. Exhale, fold. Then release your hands, coming into pyramid. Back foot might step in a little bit. Straighten your front leg. Stretch. Left hip comes back. So you feel it in your hamstring on the outer hip of your front leg. And let's take rotated triangle. Plant your right hand. Twist to the left. And then revolves half moon, right hand comes forward, right foot goes back. Find your balance. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you turn to the side. Wherever you are, strong back foot. I'm stamping on the wall behind me. Maybe I bend my right knee and look for my foot with my hand. Once I connect, I press my leg in. Press my leg into my hand, and that gives me a little room to float my other hand. Maybe, right? Depends on the day. Depends on your body today. Maybe you can bring your hand to your heart. And if not, keep working here. Woo. Then back to standing splits. Keep your hips square. And then take your time with either option, either Shiva squats, up and down with your breath, or handstand hops. Feel your hands, feel your feet, lift your hips. One more breath. And then come back to plank. Transition. And then take a child's pose. Take a breather at the back of your mat. Puppy pose. Reach your arms out in front of you. As far as they'll go, lift your hips up into the air. And work your chin and your chest towards your mat. Keep breathing. And then let's come up into a dolphin. So forearms down. Lift your hips. Heels can stay up, or you can work them towards your mat. Your elbows are about shoulder width apart. Don't let them splay out. They might want to. And keep breathing. Keep working here. Just warming up your shoulders. Option, either stay here if that's enough in your shoulders right now. Option to come into moving dolphin. So exhale, kiss your mat. Exhale back up. Or exhale down. Inhale up. A few more. Good, and stay in your dolphin. And bring your knees down to the ground. Come onto your belly. For stretching the wing, take your right hand out to the side and then gently roll your body towards your hand so you feel stretch in the front of your shoulder, maybe your chest. One more breath. And then back to center. Stick your left hand out, tee out, and then roll towards your hand. One more breath. And come back to center. Now let's do a side plank on your forearm. So let's start on your right side or whatever way is more convenient for you to see me. Your shoulder is above your elbow. Your forearm is right here. And you can modify to have your foot in front or in front or over here. If you're doing it with me, lift your hips. Maybe lift your hand. Wherever you are, just lift your hips. And you can stay here, or for a little bit more, you can reach down underneath your armpit. Try to reach for your back, and then back up. Do 2 more. Good, and change. Come to the other side. So left arm under, if you did the right arm before. Feet can be staggered like this, or one in front, or stacked. Shoulder over elbow. Lift my hips. Hand comes up to the top. Maybe I stay here, or maybe I reach under 3 times. Reaching for my back shoulder blade. Reach. 1 more. Good, and back up. And then come to the top of your mat for forward fold. Shake your head. And slowly rise all the way up. And step your left foot back for warrior 2. So turning to the side now. So find your warrior 2 stance. That means aligning your hips and your rib cage and your shoulders, your knee. Take your time. And then reach both hands. On an exhale, you sink deeper. Inhale, exalted warrior, side stretch. And then side angle. Hand comes in front of your leg or on the floor. No resting, you're using the leverage. And then you're reaching your other hand at a diagonal. And keep pressing your arm into your leg into your arm, and twisting your chest toward the front or towards the ceiling. If you've got the bind, reach under, try to connect hands. Keep breathing. Your feet are zipping towards each other on your mat. That gives you a stable base. If you've got front of the universe, you'll plant your right hand, reach over top for the pinky edge of your foot, and see if you can stretch, get the side stretch, press down, lift your foot, oops. Keep breathing, take your time. Good, and then release. Take 1 arm, take 2 arms, come up. Warrior 2 to the other side. Take your time. Can you see your big toe? If not, your knee might be caving in. Inhale, side, exalted. Exhale, side angle. One long line from fingertips to toes. Maybe you bind. Wherever you are, breathe. And then if you tried on the other side, or even if you didn't, see what happens on this side. If you're not left hand dominant, this might be more challenging because you're pushing your weight into the ground on your left. Just see where you are. Not happening for me. It's okay. Good. Take one more breath. And then take your right hand, the left hand, come all the way up. Wide leg forward fold. Exhale, fold. Feet pointed in towards each other just a little bit. Fingertips and toe tips can align. Shake your head. Lean your weight forward on your feet so you're kind of in the balls of your feet. Let your head dangle. Pay attention to your spine, how it feels to be in this position. Breathe. Send breath to wherever you feel a little tension or tightness. And if you've got tripod headstand, go for it. Place your head down, make sure you can see your hands. If no tripod headstand, interlace hands behind your back and gently move side to side. Tripods lower. Lift your head off the ground if we're in headstand. Shake your head. And then let's all take a twist. Hands to your right ankle. Exhale. Twist more. I like to take my right hand over top to my sacrum to make sure it's level. And then switch, right hand, left ankle. Top hand goes to my sacrum. One more breath. And change. Let's take 3 lion's breaths. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale back. Exhale, tongues out. 2 more. 1 more. Good. And hop or step your feet together. And slowly rise to the top. Oops. You're stuck in my ear. Alright. And let's start with moving column for balancing. So find your balancing spot. Maybe it's by the wall, maybe it's on your hardwood if you have it, or it's on your mat. Bend your right knee. Take your time. Ground down in your left. Maybe you reach for your big toe. Maybe you stay here on your knee. Got your big toe, you straighten. Bring it out to the side. Hand can come to your hip for balance. Or for more challenge, you can reach your left hand out to the side. Gaze can go away from your foot. And bring it back to center. Twist, press, and twist. Good. Back to center. Release with control. Left knee. Check out your balance on this leg this morning. And then if you feel steady, you can, and you have the hamstring flexibility, try to reach for your big toe, straighten your leg. If not, work on the first position. You're still teaching your body. Your body's still learning and exploring. That's the only point. Gaze can go over. Back to center and twist. Back to center, release with control. Let's take tree, so externally rotated hip, right, rotation. So either tree, either by your calf or on your inner thigh, not on your knee. That's the first option. Second option is bending your right knee and placing your foot as high as you can on your hip. That's the second option. Third option is reaching your right hand behind, holding onto your forearm to begin with, and then seeing if you can wrap your peace fingers around your big toe for half bound lotus. If you can do that, then bring your left hand to your heart. And take your time here. If you have the advancements of folding forward and arm balancing, now's the time to explore. If you're in regular tree, maybe you grow your branches to the ceiling, let them sway in the wind. Find one spot to stare at. For more challenge, close your eyes and see what happens. Open them if you need. And if you're folding, go all the way back down. Take some arm balances like flying pigeon. You'll hook your right foot around your bicep, make a shelf with your shin on your arms, lean forward, belly button to spine, and lift your back foot. Maybe you straighten. Or you can twist. You can take a twist here. Push the bottom of your foot onto your bicep, right side, lean forward, straighten. And wherever you are, take your time back up and slowly release the way you came in. Shake it all out. All right, other side. So whatever you did on the other side, try it on this side. It might mean tree, calf, inner thigh. It might mean this. Your right hand holding your foot, left hand to your heart. It might mean half bound lotus. Left arm reaches behind. Look for my forearm to begin with. Then reach for my big toe. Come back into alignment if you have, like me, went arched. And then explore. So whatever version you're in, focus on your breath and let your body explore any variations that it wants to. Doesn't mean it has to get it. Just let it try. So if you're coming down with me, you can fold, release your hands, flying pigeon. If you did on the other side, hook your foot around your right bicep and make a shelf with your shin, your leg. Lean forward. Keep flexing your foot really hard so you have a stable base and leaning your weight forward. Good. And if you tried it on the other side, maybe twist. And getting the twist is the first part. If you can't get all the way, then just work here. Working towards bringing your sole to the back of your arm, your tricep, and planting two hands, maybe straighten. Good job. Wherever you are, come back up. Let it go. Shake it out. And let's come down to yogi squat. Move your hips side to side. Press your hands together. Use your elbows to open your legs further. Keep working here, or you can come into garland. Bring your right shoulder in front of your right knee. Reach your other arm up to the ceiling. You can stay here, or if the bind is accessible, check it out. See if you can touch fingers, or just wrap around your hip. I like to draw my hands down towards the ground and twist. Good, and then release. Left arm in front of your left knee. Reach. And hand comes behind if you're binding. Good job. Then release. Crow pose is an option. Or you can just keep working here in your squat. Or you can do garland pose with both hands. If you're doing crow, plant your hands in front of you. Lift your hips, knees as high as you can, up by your armpits. Look down on the ground in front of you. Lean your weight forward. Press into the ground. See if you can balance and lift your toes off the ground. If you can lift them, bring your toes together. See if you can bring your heels to your bum and your hips to the sky. Keep breathing. Grip the floor with your fingers to help with balance. And then whatever way you can, make your way back onto your back to lie down. Pull your knees into your chest. Both of them, give yourself a nice big hug. And then lengthen your left leg. Pull your right knee in towards your chest or out towards your armpit. Void your rib cage. Make circles with your right ankle. Go the other direction. And then straighten your leg. Hamstring stretch. Press your leg into your hand as you pull your leg towards yourself. Take it out to the side. Take it to the center. Twist. Stack your hips. And open. One more breath. And back to center. Nose to knee. Climb up your leg. And release. Shake it out. And then take your left knee in. Rotate in your left ankle. Keep your right foot flexed and active. Other direction. And then straighten your leg, hamstring stretch. Press your leg into your hands. Hands pull your leg towards your face. Then open to the side. One more breath. Then return to the center, take your twist. Stack your hips. And then reach. And one more breath. And bring it back to center. Nose to knee. And let go. Shake it out. Alright, let's do some ab work. Let's start with straighten your legs. Externally rotate them. Lift hands behind your head. Lift your shoulders and your shoulder blades as high as you can off the ground. And keep your lower back glued down to the ground. And lower your feet. Stop when you feel your lower back starting to lift. That's all that's all you need to do. And come back up. So it's lower and back up. Keeping contact with your low back on the ground. 2 more. Good. Release your head. Let's do abdominal crossovers with bent knees or straight. So for bent, you'll reach for the outside and straighten your other leg. For straight, you'll straighten your both legs and drop. The same thing. Straight legs is more difficult and will burn more, and that is good. You're strengthening your core to bring you through your day with power and confidence. 2 more each side. Exhale as you come up. Last one. Good. Knees into your chest. Knees together, feet wide. Do some windshield wipers. Next time your feet drop to the left, keep them there. And stack your left ankle on top of your right thigh for internal rotation. One more breath. And release. Drop your knees to the right. And stack your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Let it drape down. Take one more breath. And then let's set up for bridge pose. So starting with regular bridge, bring your heels, bend your knees, bring your heels closer to your bum, and lift your hips, press the back of your head into the ground. Your neck is not pressing into the ground. Press your elbows into the floor and lift your hips. And if you can, lift your left leg, point your toes towards the ceiling, keep them there, or pulse. Bring your hip down and up. 2 more. Down and up. Down and up. And then release that. Other foot. Down and up. Down and up. 1 more. Down and up. Release. And slowly come back down. Draw your knees in. Make a circles. Make a circles with your knees to massage your sacrum. Go the other way. And then 1 more bridge pose. You can do regular like we did, or bound. Press your shoulders into the ground if you're in bound. Scoot your shoulders closer. Keep breathing. And slowly release. And bring your knees in, rock side to side again. Make more circles if you want. And then we'll do one more back bend. It'll be your choice. You can do another bridge, you can do moving bridge, or you can do full wheel. If you've got full wheel, I suggest you go for that. For that, bring your hands to your sides of your face. Lift your hips. Start with the crown of your head on the ground so you can set up, and then press up. Feel your legs energize toward each other. Belly button is still coming to your spine. Breathe. Two more breaths. And slowly lower. Good job. Let's take reclined hip opener. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Ankle to the top of your left thigh. Thread your arm through that hole in the center and pull your shin towards you. Flex your foot. Right foot. Change. Bring your left knee, left ankle to the top of your right thigh. Pull your legs in. And release. Option here for plow pose. Alternative could be for seated forward fold. For plow pose, you lift hips. Scoot your shoulders together. Support your lower back. Press the back of your head down. No weight on your neck. And then shoulder stand. Lift your hips. Lift your feet. Slowly lower if you're in shoulder stand. Deaf man's pose, bend your knees to either side of your face. And then slowly come back up. And wherever you are, let's take fish. So sit on your hands, palms down. Reach. Prop yourself up with your elbows. Open your chest and your throat. And then release. Roll yourself up, so hands reach for the ceiling. Come up. Use your hands if you need. Forward fold. And then let's take bound angle. Soles of your feet together. Flap your butterfly wings. Feel your your butt flesh out from under you, so you can feel your sits bones on the ground. Sit tall. Tilt your pelvis forward. You can press down behind you. Keep working here. Or you can begin to fold forward. You can keep a straight back or you can round. Up to you. And then take any other final movements that you need. Maybe a twist, maybe another hip opener. And let's meet in your final resting pose, which might be Shavasana, meditation, or legs up the wall. Take a few moments to let your body drink in all the changes that you just made in this hour and rest. Begin to deepen your breath. Start moving fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Take a nice stretch overhead. And if you're lying down, roll to your side. Curl up like a baby. Curl up in a ball. Rest your weight into the ground wherever you are. And slowly come back up. We'll close with 3 ohms together. Join in if you'd like. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.